The restaurant was softly lit, candles flickering on every table, the faint sound of jazz humming in the background. Emily sat alone, nervously tracing the rim of her wine glass. She had never done this before, a blind date set up by her best friend. "He's a single dad," her friend had said. "Kind, funny, and honestly, you deserve someone like him." But 20 minutes had passed. The waiter had already come by twice, politely pretending not to notice her embarrassment. Emily sighed, forcing a smile. Maybe this was a sign. Maybe love just wasn't for her anymore. After losing her fiancé 3 years ago in a car accident, she hadn't dated since. Tonight had been her first attempt to move on. Then, just as she was about to signal for the check, a small voice broke the quiet hum of the restaurant. "Excuse me, are you Miss Emily?" Emily turned, and there, standing in a pink dress too big for her tiny frame, was a little girl holding a single white rose. Her curly hair was tied up in a messy ponytail, and her shoes squeaked as she shuffled nervously. Yes, I'm Emily," she said softly, utterly confused. The little girl's face lit up with relief. "Good. My daddy's sorry he's late. He said to give you this." She held out the rose with both hands. Emily blinked, taking it carefully. "Your daddy." Before she could ask more, the door burst open, and a man hurried in, disheveled, slightly breathless, and wearing a plaid shirt half tucked into his jeans. He looked around until his eyes met hers. "I'm so sorry," he said, running a hand through his hair. "Traffic, babysitter canceled last minute. I didn't want to stand you up, but—" The little girl ran to him, wrapping her arms around his leg. "I did it, Daddy. I found her." He chuckled, scooping her up. "And you did amazing, pumpkin." Then he turned to Emily, his eyes kind but tired. "I'm James, and this is Lily, my partner in chaos." Emily couldn't help but laugh. The tension melted. Well, Lily saved the night. They sat down, Lily between them, coloring with crayons while James and Emily talked. What started awkwardly turned into effortless conversation. They discovered they shared the same taste in books, music, even the same strange dislike for pickles. Emily hadn't laughed like that in years. Halfway through dinner, Lily dozed off against her dad's arm. James covered her gently with his jacket. "I'm sorry again," he said quietly. "This wasn't how tonight was supposed to go." Emily smiled, watching how tenderly he looked at his daughter. "Honestly, it's better this way." He raised an eyebrow. "Better?" "Yeah," she said softly. "It's real. You didn't try to impress me, you just showed up. And that says more than any perfect date ever could." For a moment their eyes held. There was something unspoken there, warmth, understanding, and the fragile beginning of something new. When dinner ended, James insisted on walking her to her car. Lily stirred awake, blinking sleepily. "Daddy," she murmured, "did Miss Emily like you?" James laughed awkwardly, rubbing the back of his neck. Emily leaned down and whispered, "I think I did." Lily grinned and promptly declared, "Good, 'cause I like you too." It was innocent, pure, and somehow it was enough. As Emily drove home later that night, she caught herself smiling at nothing. She realized the night hadn't gone wrong at all. It had gone right in a way she never expected. Sometimes love doesn't arrive on time or in the way we plan. Sometimes it walks in late, hand in hand with a little girl holding a white rose, reminding us that even after heartbreak, life can still surprise us. Moral: love doesn't always come when you're ready. It comes when your heart is open enough to see.